All right, everybody, welcome. We are back in Minecraft, and this is a very, very special episode. This is our 100,000 view special. And the nice thing about this special is that it gives us time for reflection on the 3-year journey it actually took us to get here. This is kind of insane that I'm thinking about it. We started a long time ago when we only had 2 dads in the group. And even of those 2 dads, they only had 1 kid each. Since we have started, our GBG family has grown significantly. Connor became a dad. Hunter had another kid. Eric had another kid. And now both Ross and I are engaged and will be married by the end of this year. And the reasoning behind this self-reflection is because this channel has taken on way new life over the past year. Even recently, our watch time hours have exploded. We have doubled our subscribers over the last 2 or 3 months. It's really unbelievable. And how much has really changed is crazy. How much fun we've had is awesome. And one thing that I want to talk about today is how I think everybody should make a YouTube channel. And I know that you're sitting there going oh, he's looking for money, blah, 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 blah. No. When I'm saying that you should make a YouTube channel, I'm saying that there are moments that in life that you don't get to relive again, but you have snapshots that help you remember. And for us, the snapshot that this is helping us remember is just the way life was, 1, before all of us had kids, but 2, just how special each and every moment was. And I made a short recently about when the music stops, when the good old days end. And the reason that I think you and your friends should make a YouTube channel is because you will always have those moments where you're gaming, when you're sitting at work and you're like, man, I wish more than anything I could sit there and listen to Connor or Eric or whoever your friends might be playing the things that really helped you out the most, helped you through hard times, just made you have the best nights ever. If you create a channel and you start uploading content, you will have that forever. You will always have that really nice. You'll always have that really nice, just full on experience of being able to sit and play with your friends. I need iron for that. And think about it. And there is always a time where everything ends. And there were so many people that agreed with us on the short that was talking about all of the different worlds that they played on Minecraft with their friends, and all the games that they played with their friends, and how they didn't realize that it was happening, but everything changed. And it's sad, but it's also something that makes you think, how glad am I that I had this time? And it makes me reflect as well. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but over the last 6 months, I have gone to town on making shorts and doing everything to upgrade our thumbnails, our descriptions, our tags, hashtags, everything possible to make this the best product possible. And yes, I have even listened to some of you guys talking about the way I've used tools to help me create thumbnails. And I told you over time I would get better at that. And I'll be able to make it all by myself. And guess what? I have gone through, I think, 2 or 3 weeks now of creating thumbnails that have worked and are completely my own. Yeah, that's right. I know some of you have been sitting there just farming dislikes just because you're like, oh, I hate that he used AI to help a little bit of his thumbnail. Not even a 10% of it, 5% of my thumbnail. And just sit there and hate watching this, which I think is hilarious. Which also reminds me that now that all that is done and I've gone past that, and there's still dislikes, I don't understand the dislike system of YouTube. And let me explain why. Dislikes don't make any sense. I think there is a good reason they removed the dislike bar in the first place. And the reason is that it doesn't tell the creator anything. It really doesn't. Unless you're leaving a comment, I have no idea what you didn't like about a video or content. Like, and some of the things like, oh, I didn't like the video because the graphics weren't as good, or you're not on screen. Like, well, those are things that I can't do anything about anyways because I don't have the money to do it. I don't have the money for a good webcam. I don't have money to upgrade my system. I'm working on a laptop that is chugging right now. Absolutely chugging. This thing is has definitely seen much better days. One and two, it's probably on its last legs too, and which doesn't feel good because it makes me feel like everything that I'm doing is kind of on a timeline now. And when I sat and thought about that, I realized that, it kind of is. This year is going to be very important for not just me, but the rest of GBG, because Connor has a kid. Eric has multiple kids. Hunter has multiple kids. Me and Ross are getting married. I know I already talked about that at the top of this, but there's going to be a time where we don't have time to do this anymore. And I know full well what I expect my life to look like at this point in time next year. And it's going to be very different in terms of being able to put all the effort in that I do right now. And the only way that I can justify it is if this gets a ton of traction, if our community continues to grow and it actually helps pay for itself. Yeah, that's the only way that it works. And I look at it as this year is the year that I have to give all of myself to this channel. And that's kind of hard given the fact that I'm working, obviously, and I can't stop that. But this is probably it. Like my laptop's gonna go any month now, and once that happens, I'm stuck doing everything off my phone. Like that's it. I'm not gonna be able to make any more Minecraft videos, like do anything where I'm continuing to update like this world via the Elgato I have, because all 7.92 gigabytes of RAM that I have left on this stupid thing is gonna be done. Absolutely done skis. And that'll be when, for me, that's gonna be when the music stops. And I have to come to terms with that. Because no matter how much effort I put into this, I kind of know full well that it's not up to me. And while the effort that I put into it, obviously, yes, is up to me, the outcomes are not. Sitting here and telling you otherwise would be me not being truthful with you, because I have worked in marketing in the past. I do understand that building a brand takes a ton of time, and not just takes a ton of time, but the biggest thing, and I'm building a mine in here because the mine down there goes into a water thing, and maybe this one will too, but I'm hoping to get deeper to start finding diamonds. But I don't know if it'll, what we're doing here will continue to resonate the way that we need it to in order for us to actually make a difference. And I would love for this to to make some money. I would love for this to actually be my job instead, but the likelihood of that happening is just almost non-existent. And it's also not why we started in the first place either, because this is the snapshot in time that we have. This is just us being able to replay the important moments that we have together. And, you know, that's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So I can't expect people to say, yeah, that's what I want to spend my time on. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's where we are. That's the gentle introspection that I have about playing on this channel, which makes me want to talk about, you know, like the really fun moments that we've had so far. I don't know if you guys have gotten to watch the Alan Wake playthrough, but it is stupid. I mean, Alan Wake, Overcooked, everything that we have on his channel, and that when all the guys have been able to play together has been stupid. There's nothing more fun than like listening to Eric go all like Iron Chef, Gordon Ramsay on us because we're not playing the kitchen optimally and Overcooked. And there is nothing better than sitting there watching Hunter play a horror game when we all know full well that he absolutely hates them so much. And the jokes that we have with each other, just how much fun we have playing, to have that always and forever memorialized on a website someplace is the perfect thing. And if you are going to do YouTube, like just remember that it's not something where you're gonna get rich quick or any of those. No, it's not a get rich quick scheme, man. You have to be constantly doing it and improving it in order for it to work well. And that's very, very hard. Like, no matter how smart you are with it, it's going to take a ton of time, and that's okay. And as long as you know that it's okay, you're going to be fine. As long as you know that it's going to take time to get there and you don't mind it because what you're doing is fun to begin with, you're going to be okay. That is for sure. Let's make ourselves a little bit more coal, I think. Let's go all the way up to like 14, because that'll be like 15. And then I'm going to take this one and have it make all of them. Now, if you have like this amazing idea that you can put together and you don't mind spending the time and possibly the money to do it, go right ahead. You'll probably get a jump start on the rest of us getting to 1,000 subscribers and getting the watch time needed to become a YouTube partner. I mean, we're 3 years in and we're still not even close. We're not even a tenth of the way there on the subscriber side, and we're actually a lot further on the watch hour side than we are the subscription side, which I think is kind of funny because that just means that we're retaining people more than we're converting them. So yeah, I would say it's like having a free trial, which, by the way, why is it so hard to get subscribers? Because it doesn't cost anybody anything. It doesn't cost anybody anything. They don't once they do it, they don't have to click your video. So why is it so hard to convert? And I think that it has a lot to do with just like, do people feel like you're worth their time? You could have people just mass subscribing to a ton of things, but then they're not going to be watching anything that they're subscribed to, which ends up being a problem because the algorithm is going to say, okay, well, you got the subscriber. Why aren't they watching you? Your stuff must suck now, right? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. It could. But like, it doesn't cost anything. That's the funny thing about YouTube is like, there's no... At the end of the day, you could do this completely for free and make money. And it also gives a platform for anybody to do it. And I think overall, it's an easier platform to get monetized than TikTok or Instagram or Twitter. And but even if it is easier, it still takes so much time. And then you got to deal with the likes, and then yo man, if you want to do this full well, you gotta be ready to comment on anything, which I find myself whenever I've got downtime, just taking a look, making sure that I'm responding to everybody, because you never know when that one comment's going to be the one thing that somebody needs to convert over to a subscriber, and maybe you say the right thing. And maybe you have somebody like a Gold End that comments on like all the Celeste videos that Connor makes and makes the entire experience actually that much better because he's a part of it. And I hope one day I can cultivate a following, that we can cultivate a following on this channel. And I know that part of the reason why we haven't so far is just because we've made mistakes along the way, technically. We have made mistakes of just how we've gone about doing things, like not knowing certain things about just like putting together a good video or the right thumbnails to be creating the right descriptions, leaving views on the table because we didn't tag the right things, so the YouTube algorithm doesn't pick us up the way that it should, which I think is kind of funny. And there's a lot that you end up learning, and you live, you learn. The things that you expect to go nuts don't go nuts. The things that you don't expect to go nuts, and the things that you're like, oh, this is going to be the thing that puts us, like, we're going to blow up, we're going to get 100,000 subscribers from this one video, and then it shits the bed. You're like, what happened? No, nobody knows. But the one thing that I can tell you is that there is seeing certain people with so many subscribers and everything and so many followers on social media, and it's like the most slop-esque thing of people talking about their lives and just like not saying any words over the span of like 6 hours, and you feel dumber from it. And you look at the likes and it's over 1.6 million likes, and you're just like, who is this for? Yeah, you could literally go viral with anything. Yeah, you just never know what it's gonna be. And here I am. I never thought that I'd be sitting here playing Minecraft and actually talking to people and knowing that I'm going to get a response on the other end. And yes, I made sure before this episode started to turn down the music because, oh man, the one where I talk about games being terminally online and having 6 minutes of it drowned out because the Minecraft music just goes nuts later on is kind of hilarious. It sucks, but kind of hilarious. I don't know, man. One day I hope that I can do this more full time, and a lot of people end up watching, and I can evolve it from being something that I did with my friends to something I do with my friends and my kids one day. And this year is going to make or kind of break that. It's going to be the year where I show myself whether or not there's a reason for me to continue going as hard as I can with it. And I'll know from you guys whether I'm doing it right or not. Oh, and another thing. A couple episodes ago, I talked about like doing a wedding workout based on this. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to be hurting at the end of this week because, one, I never said that I was going to make it easy on myself. I am cranking out shorts right now, and obviously we have enough bandwidth to put 3 videos a week. And as of yesterday, we for just this week alone, it's going to be, there are like almost 100 likes, there are like 50 comments, there are 10 more subscribers, which means that I have like probably 2 hours of working out that I need to do in order to catch up on the wedding workout for this week. I'm just waiting for the metrics to be published to fully find out, which obviously I'm going to share with you guys. And you guys did not disappoint, and I appreciate that. So if you, just to recap, for every like we get, that's 2 push-ups that I need to do for the wedding workout. For every comment we get, that's 5 crunches. When, remember, you can abuse the comment system because you can keep commenting. And then for every subscriber we get, that's another minute plank. And you can make me hurt as much as you want, but I appreciate you guys. I know that I'm going to have plenty to talk about in the next one, but I can't thank you guys enough for how much you watch and how much you support. And I mean, this channel means everything to our friendship, and you guys keep on making it possible. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.